Contrary to popular belief, 2023 is not the most expensive year to buy a home. In fact, what we found was that our baby boomers, our parents, had it way worse than us. I know it seems daunting buying a house when interest rates are 7% and housing prices seem high. However, did you know that our house payment, including taxes and insurance, and all of our housing expenses are about 32%, so just under a third of our income. Where in 1981, it crested 51%, over 51%, and that did not even include taxes, insurance, and utilities. Wowzers, right? So when we really break down this information, we have to look at the data and really see where this is coming from. Okay, so in 1981, the average house price was $66,000. Wowzers, where the average home price is about $410,000 today, that's 6 times more than it was in 1981. However, the average income was $19,000 and interest rates a whopping 18%. So when you think about affordability and you think about how much a person was paying down their mortgage, do you know that 99.5% of a person's payment was going towards the interest? And it wasn't until year 18 that a person paid off 10% of their interest, 10% of their principal, so that they had 90% remaining. And that's with a person putting 20% down. So let me summarize that. A person puts 20% down, they buy a $66,000 house. It represents almost 50% of their income, and it takes them 18 years to pay down their balance 10%. Yikes. Where today we have it much better. This is what the stats look like. Where the average sale price of a home is $410,000 and annual average income is over $73,000. So a person gets to pay about 85% of their mortgage payment in interest, saving about 15% in principal pay down each year at an interest rate of about 7%. So that means that instead of waiting almost 2 decades before you have 10% paid down in your principal balance, it's happening around year 7. Interest rates play a substantial role in determining your payment, affordability, and how much really goes to the principal balance. So we really don't have it as bad as we think, especially with our income being so much higher than it was 30, 40 years ago, and interest rates being around 7% compared to what they were in years past. And our income is much greater. So when you think about affordability, you have to think about what you make compared to what your mortgage payment is, and make sure that you feel comfortable with that payment. And if you don't, find something a little smaller and look to put extra on your principal balance. When you do that, you pay your home off faster, saving yourself thousands of dollars of interest. When it comes to home affordability, you really have to go back almost 40 years to find it was worse than us. When you look at home affordability, you look at 3 things: home prices, interest rates, and what is annual median income. Because then you come up with a percentage of how much is my money going out the door as part of my percentage of my income. And ideal has always been to keep your payment, mortgage payment, it'd be awesome if it's with utilities, under 1/3 of your income for your housing. And then when you look at home affordability and you look at different years past, year over year over year, and you find that home affordability in past years was much worse than ours for a great deal of years, you find that we haven't had it so bad until like 40 years ago. I will say during the pandemic and afterwards, it was like in the 20s, because in 2012, when we had low prices and low interest rates, it made it like really inexpensive to buy a house compared to our average median income. So that's the data that you want to look at. So I got to say, our baby boomers, our parents did have it much worse than us. I'm thankful that we are having our increase in wages to offset these mortgage payments. At the same time, home buying has to be right for you. It has to be the right situation, the right house for you. If your income supports it, I say go for it.